Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Chelsea Road to Glory. Um, I think this is episode 6, if I'm not wrong. Um, I wanted to try out Kai Havertz and Victor Moses, and it actually works out pretty well because since Victor Moses is technically a right mid, I just have to swap him and Kai in game because Kai moves to the middle, and Cam obviously, and Moses moves back to be center mid along with Kovacic. And to start off, I'm trying to figure out good temporary replacements for now, because I don't want to use Ross Barkley anymore. And Moses, for right now, he fits the bill. He's doing a decent job as a center mid. Um, the only problem I think is he's medium work rates, which is helpful and hurtful at the same time because he doesn't have the greatest stamina. I think he's got like 78 and Kovacic is 79. Um, so with the stamina and the work rates, he kind of doesn't get tired as much as Kovacic does, which is nice. But at the same time, I kind of want him to be working harder because the two center mids are very important for the setup. And in terms of Kai Havertz, the first couple games with him were tough. I mean, we didn't play weekend league, so it could translate differently while playing in weekend league. But at first, I don't know if it was the bad gameplay or he just felt really clunky in bad gameplay because he's very he's a bit lanky, and with bad gameplay he's really bad because his dribbling, his left stick dribbling is it feels really good, but obviously when you can't turn how you want to in bad gameplay, it kind of almost makes him useless. Compared to Ziyech, who's got a better build and better dribbling. Um, so with those two out of the way, we're gonna talk more about what came out on New Year's Day, which was Friday, obviously, because that's the big content day. There was a new season that came out. SBC's headliner came out finally, and so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. So the first thing for right now that I want to talk about is we got a Robin flashback SBC. And obviously, with the type of Road to Glory we're running, I'm going to be looking to complete it, and try them out either in Rivals or in Weekend League down the road. Um, but for right now, he's one of the targets. Obviously, I mean, he's also a legend in the game, so it works out for us, and I'm really glad that we got that SBC. I'm really hoping for another flashback SBC, particularly David Luiz, because he would be a great defender alongside Nathan Ake. Because I mean, Tamori he's good, but his pace split doesn't really give me 90 pace. It gives me like less than that because his acceleration is only 86, I think. But yeah, swaps came out on Friday, and uh, there was a huge fight on Twitter, obviously with Nepenthes' view on Golden Goal, and just to give a bit of what I think. Um, it's a really bad take. He blames the community for EA changing the rules. Um, it's a really bad shot, I think, because as much as we were running Golden Goal, and it's not like a written rule anywhere, um, it's the most effective and less time consuming way to complete swaps in friendlies. because if you score, they quit. If you concede, you quit. It's a symbiotic relationship that as long as nobody gets any hate when it happens, obviously I've seen on Twitter and I've seen on YouTube and Facebook groups and all that stuff that there's people out there that will pause for you to quit and they'll send you messages and blah blah blah. That stuff is obviously bad. But you got to think about at the same time that those people are usually the vocal minority compared to the entire base, because the entire casual base of FIFA is massive. It's like huge. And I think we have to think about that for a second. Um, so overall, it's good for the community. Obviously, with EA's um, intent is to make swaps as grindy as possible, because I guess their goal is the opposite of what they set out to do, because swaps is supposed to be a way to get icons into your teams, right? But they're not, the icons on offer aren't that desirable. The way you get the tokens are a huge waste of time if you go the long way. Um, and doing golden goal was a great way to reduce that time for most of us. And to blame us is kind of wrong. Well, not kind of wrong. I think it is wrong, and I think it's not our fault in a sense, because all we wanted to do was reduce the time wasted so we can get the tokens faster. Because I mean, there's no point in waiting until God knows how long to get a prime Henry that nobody's gonna use, because Henry's a left winger and everybody and their mother have Neymar. So it doesn't make any sense, which is kind of also what leads me to this next point, where I don't understand why EA don't let us grind XP for the season pass like a normal video game, because we have to play games to do certain things, but we don't get any XP if we just play a game. We get coins, which is obviously nice, but if there was a way to turn that setting off in exchange for XP, like say you get 400 XP instead of your 400 coins, that would alleviate a little bit of the time waiting, because they give us objectives once a week that helps us boost through the pass. Obviously, that's helpful, but it also makes me want to not play the game during the week, because it's like if there's no objectives, there's no point in me playing unless there's an objective, so I can grind the XP, so I can get the storyline Pulisic, as you saw. So there's a couple of other things that I wanted to mention. Uh, with the swaps whole thing, I mean, where we are gonna grind them, we're gonna get them, obviously, because we need those packs for Team of the Year. Um, and this coming Friday, we're gonna have headliner Team 2, which hopefully has Chilwell. That's like the only player I'm really hoping for, because if Chilwell doesn't get anything, we're just gonna aim for Ashley Cole, and that'll be the fullback for the rest of the year. Um, there's a lot of talking about if Team of the Year is coming this month, because now it's like there's two teams of headliners. They haven't said anything about Team of the Year nominee, etc. So we're gonna wait it out, and hopefully when Team of the Year does come, we get some good stuff from the packs and we can progress even further. And I think that's about it. Thank you for watching. This episode's a bit longer. Um, I try to keep them under 10 minutes, but I mean sometimes a lot of talking on certain things will keep me off the rails. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week with another video, and hope you guys have uh, a wonderful day.